Hey, what's going on, fam? Tokoyo Carlton here, and of course, we're going live. And just when I'm getting ready to start, he runs in the room. Yeah, okay. So the whole thing is, guys, tonight's message is I don't listen to the weatherman, right? And we can say the weatherman, the weather woman. You don't let me talk, man. All right. Hey, look. So this is my nephew, guys. Aiden. Yeah. Yeah, that's you right there. Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm gonna talk. Right? And you just are you gonna listen or what you gonna do? Okay. All right, you know what? We're just gonna have fun. How about that? All right, so all right. All right, you go right there. You want to come in there? Come on, boy. All right, go mommy. Go mommy. Here, here. Take it, mommy. Go mommy. Watch out, be careful. All right, so that's my nephew, Aiden, guys. Go mommy. No, mommy over there. All right, so this is doing business, guys. You always have to be ready for the punches, guys. Y'all watch my videos. You already know. I always talk about what rolling with the punches, right? You got to bob and weave, and so this is one of those bob and weave moments right now, right? Little man wants to be over here in the video. He all up on the videos. All right. So let me talk a little bit, okay? Can I talk a little bit? All right. So the whole thing is, guys, I don't listen to the weatherman. And the weatherman could be a woman, it could be a man. It doesn't matter, guys. It could be a friend, it could be a family member. And again, guys, I mean, people think of the weatherman or weather woman as the person that's telling you the different weather, right? How the weather's gonna be for the week. And I thought of this because someone on my team, one of our agents, said the other day to me, like, hey, all next week it's gonna rain. It's gonna be terrible weather all next week. Yep, got that. And so all next week it's going to be terrible weather. And so immediately, guys, I shut that off because I don't want to put that into existence. That's just not my thing. I'm not going to run with the negativity. And so again, I never listen to the weatherman, right? I never listen to the weather woman. So when I go outside every day, hey, I know how to go ahead and do a litmus test. I do this whole thing right here, and I just see if it's going to be windy, it's going to be cold. I'm looking at the sky, that type of thing, right? And so again, I never buy into what the weatherman or woman is saying. So that weather woman or weather man in your life could be a friend, a family member, co-workers, your boss, mom, dad, sister, brother, right? Best friend. These are the people that we love the most, but sometimes the people that we love the most give us the most jacked up information, right? And so I just want you to understand that yes, you love them. Yes, you want those people in your life, but sometimes everything they say isn't necessary. Everything they put out their mouth and say is not in your benefit, if that makes sense. Give me a break. Okay, here we go. All right, daddy. Here you go. Right, give me a pen. Give me a pen. See you later. All right, so my co-host is gone with daddy now, my little nephew. All right, so here's the thing, guys. Let me go ahead and see if I can bring this back in. I never listen to the weatherman or weather woman. Weather being news, right? Not the news, the typical news that we hear on the TV about what the weather's going to be outside. The weather, the broadcaster, right? The anchor man and woman that's in our lives are our friends, our family members, right? Our co-workers, all the people that we know, love, and care about. These are our weather men and women in our lives. And sometimes everything that they say isn't always what we need to hear, right? Sometimes they don't know that they're hindering you, not progressing you, not lifting you up. Because they think they're protecting you. And so sometimes we have to not listen to the weather man or woman, right? Because again, they don't know the news, right? Or they don't know the weather. And so like I was talking to a friend today, and I said the same thing to her, and she thinks kind of similar to how I think about things as well. And I was telling her about the young lady, one of our agents, that said all this week was going to be rain. It's going to be terrible weather. We're not going to get anything done. And she says she doesn't have that power. She doesn't have that ability. Only God does, right? And so that even brings it even more home, guys, that again, some of the very people that we're listening to that are part of our lives, they don't know everything, right? And so everybody who speaks to us or speaks to us, right, isn't always the person that we should be listening to. Let me say it again for the person in the back. Just because you love them, just because they're giving you some information, just because they think they're doing the right thing, doesn't mean that you have to listen to that person, right? Because sometimes you have visions and goals that are way bigger than that one individual, right? The places that you're going to go, they're not going with you, right? They're not part of that dream, that goal, or that one thing, right? That's going to propel you to wherever it is that you want to go to. Sometimes it's not for you to go out there and again listen to every person who's in your ear, right? So every person that's in your ear isn't meant to give you that message that you need to hear, right? Sometimes the very people that are in your ear are the very people that you should be what? Closing out, right? Because they're not speaking life. There's no benefit in what they're speaking to you, right? There's no win in it, right? Because they only know from their own lives. They only know from the life that they're living, how and what they give and tell you based on how they perceive it, right? And sometimes everybody's experience isn't our experience. See, they may have quit. They may have joined several companies and they say things like, you know, network marketing is a scam, or you know what, that right there never worked. They say crazy things like that. And of course, you know what, crazy us, we believe them. We believe it's not going to work. And guys, it's not going to work. It's not that it's not going to work for you. It didn't work for them. Am I making any sense here? Like, we're making judgment and we're doing things in our lives based on other people's experience, whether it be good or bad. And we're taking that experience as if it's gospel, as if it's real, right? It was real for them, but not real for you. See, no one knows where you're going to go, right? People can think about, hey, you know what? You're awesome. You're going to do well. People can talk you up, but they have no clue. You know why? Because you're the determining factor on how far you go in life. So again, guys, I put this whole thing together because I want you to understand that again, that whether man or whether woman in your life, we can't always listen to them, guys, right? That person who has that constant negative news, right? Like CNN, right? Constant negative news. And that's what we listen to when we hear these different news stations. We listen to so much negativity. And after a while, guys, it just becomes numb to us. We can't see our way out of, whatever it is that we're going through because we're so inundated with all the negativity coming from what we watch, who we listen to, our perceptions of, things that have gone on in our life and how we dealt with them, not knowing that at any given time, any 90-day period, guy, you can change your life. Any 90-day period, you can change your life. But again, you can't always listen to every weather man or weather woman. Again, those people are in our lives and we can't get rid of some of them because they're family, right? We're going to love them. But here's the thing, guys, I always tell you this. No matter how much you love these folks, guys, sometimes they don't know what they do. They don't know what they say. And so again, you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt, right? Knowing how to pick and choose what you take in, what you receive, right? We have to do that in order for us to stay focused on the mission, stay focused on what it is that we want to accomplish. So I just want you to understand that again, every weather woman, weather man is not necessary in your life. So again, watch who you listen to. Watch who you let go into your space, because again, your mind, your body, the universe, all this stuff that people talk about, it's all one. We're all connected. And if all the people in your space are negative, and all the people in your space are talking mediocrity, they're talking you can't do it, or it'll never work. Those are folks that we need to change up out of that circle, right? Even if they're friends, even if they're family, guys. I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm not saying hate on them. I'm just saying sometimes you got to go ahead and do what you got to do, and you can come back and bless and help those people in your family, right? Because they just don't know what they don't know, right? They're unconsciously conscious. They have no clue. And so it's for us to discern what to listen to, right? What to let into our space, because what we think about comes about. And if all we're thinking about is the negative news from our whether men and women that are coming into our lives, again, we can find ourselves in some bad situations, right? How many of us have bought into what other people said, right? How many of us look back over the years and say, you know what, I shouldn't have listened to John. Well, I shouldn't have listened to Sarah. I knew she was there to help me, but it's not what I needed at that time. I lost a huge opportunity. Or, some things were presented to me, but because I believed that whether man or whether woman, I didn't do what was necessary. I gave up on my dream. I gave up on my ambition. I gave up on that thing that would have put me and my family in a different situation. And I think that's important that we understand that and that we hear that, because sometimes the people that we love put us in bad situations, and they don't mean any harm. They just don't know any better. They don't know what they don't know. That's why it's important, guys, that you get around people who cause you to level up, meaning they're heading or already in a direction that you want to go to. And so again, those are the whether men and women I want to listen to, right? The ones who have accurate, forecasts, if you will, right? The ones who've done the research, the ones who went out there and paved the way, the ones who have left the markings on the tree. Those are the ones I want to listen to, who are going somewhere. And so again, sometimes it's better to tie your sail to those people, because they're going to take you wherever it is that they're going. Does that make sense? And so again, guys, we have to be weary of everybody's weather forecast, right? So again, the name of this topic is I don't listen to the weatherman or weather woman, because everybody's information, everybody's forecast isn't bright and sunny, right? And that's what I want in my life. So in order for me to get something or go somewhere that I'm trying to go, I need for the weather forecaster, right? The people in my life to forecast good news, to forecast, hey, you know what? I'm here to help you. I'm here to bless you. I'm here to support you. I need those forecasters, those weathermen and weather women in my life. And so I suggest that you find those people in your life. And if you've got a whole bunch of people who aren't doing anything but raining on your parade, sometimes, guys, it's important to separate yourself. Hey, we can still be friends, just on a limited basis. Does that make sense? Like, I have a lot of friends I don't talk to every day. We still cool. But for where I'm going and what I'm trying to do, it's not working, right? So sometimes you have to separate in order for you to go higher. And then, of course, as you go higher, as long as that person's willing and able, right, and they're willing to grow, then you can elevate other people who you left behind because you had to. It's just like when you get on the plane and it hits turbulence or right before something's going to happen, they said the mask will come out. One of the things they talk about is putting a mask on yourself first before you put it on your next door neighbor, right? The next person sitting next to you. So sometimes you have to put that mask on yourself first. That's why it's okay to leave the friend. It's okay to leave the family when you're on a mission to do what you said you wanted to do. So, and you can't feel bad about that. See, some people are feeling bad because they don't want to leave their friends or family members behind. No, sometimes it's necessary. Because you can always come back and show them the way. Y'all getting this? So I don't want you to be stressed out, feeling down on yourself, or feeling like you want something for someone else more than they want it for themselves. God, sometimes you just got to go do what you got to do, and then of course, if you can come back and help out, that's great. But if they're not ready, they're just not ready. It's not their time. Y'all getting this? So don't let that baggage weigh you down, guys. Again, don't listen to every weatherman and weather woman out there. Everybody's forecast, everybody's weather predictions aren't correct. Y'all getting this? Yeah, I love it. So again, guys, I do this every single week, Monday through Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. And of course, I do this, guys, from experience. I do this from things that are happening in my life. I mean, literally just something one of my team members said just yesterday brought on this message. And because I thought it was valid that we speak on it, because so many people are making decisions in their life based on people who shouldn't be giving you advice, based on people who shouldn't be having any 2 cents to put in. And yet we're still letting them put their 2 cents in, and we can't figure out why we're not progressing, why we're not moving forward. Y'all getting this? So again, guys, watch who you listen to. Watch the forecast, right? Watch the different weather men and women. What have you done? What are you doing? Are you even in the same niche as I am? Right? How can you help me, bless me in what I'm trying to do? If you don't know, then your information is great, but it's not going to serve me in this moment. It's not going to serve me for where I'm trying to go and what I need to do. And so sometimes we have to be able to discern that. Like, is this good information? Unnecessary information, bad information? We need to be able to discern that as we're dealing with the people in our lives, right? And the people that we bring into our lives. So again, guys, I appreciate you all. And y'all know I'm trying to build my there you go with that try word. Again, try means never been done. So again, if it's been done before, it can be done again. So again, that's why I try to get away. That's why I'm getting away from saying try, because again, try means never been done. And if it's been done before, it can be done again, right? It can be duplicated. Makes sense? So with that, guys, it's been a fun, pleasing pleasure. I look forward to see you guys at the top, from the top, over the top. Take care, take charge, and we'll talk to you soon.